Hi Taurus, welcome to your April 2019 General Tarot reading. It's Rena here. Happy birthday to early Taurus people. Sorry if it's Friday night and I hear all these sirens. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to try to muscle through this. In any case. You have some nice cards here. Okay, so the heart of the matter is the sun, which is probably one of the most positive cards of the deck, arguably, maybe the most positive. The sun is connected to success, healing, children, prosperity, you know, pretty much every good thing, love. And so this could be something, of course, your solar return. So you tend to feel these things when the sun comes back into your sign. You can feel like you are coming back to yourself in certain ways. And when I look at the past position, this is a general theme. In other words, I have readings where I just do love, or I do life path, which can be like a new direction in life. But this is like a general reading for April. We have in the past position the Five of Cups. This is a card of grief, mourning the loss of something. It could be like crying in your beer, you know, feeling sorry for yourself, but maybe for good reason. So, for instance, losing your job, breaking up with somebody, getting divorced, death, you know, grief from losing a spouse or, you know, partner. But now we have the Sun card. So there's this, maybe there's a new love in your life after you were sad. You were sad about a job loss, and now you have the career of your dreams. Or one area of your life has been kind of sad, but now, you know, if you lost your job, but you have a new romance in your life. So, and that's how life is, isn't it? Where sometimes we're mourning the loss of something, and sometimes we're celebrating. And so that could be what has been going on for you. But now, you know, since the Five of Cups is in the past position, it's like now you have a better mood, okay? And the higher message is represented by the Hermit, which is about looking within for wisdom. So maybe one of the things that has come out of this is that you've gained wisdom. You may have had a situation that was very painful, but it has helped you spiritually to grow. And this is true about pain, is that it is a great teacher. So, and maybe even like for some Taurus people, if you were kind of a little bit, I don't want to say shallow, but maybe living on the surface of life, which is kind of being shallow, not being stupid or anything, but just being, maybe life was pretty normal and pedestrian and things like that, and then something really made you a lot more serious about things, a lot more thoughtful. And if that's the case, then that's a good thing, because it doesn't mean pessimistic. It doesn't have to mean, anything like that, but it's simply having more of a spiritual nature and a contemplative nature, where you are more interested in being a seeker of truth, which I associate with the Hermit. But you know, one thing that I want to emphasize about the Hermit is about the fact that he is alone. and how important that solitude is for us. That I feel that too many people miss out because they are always around other people. And you really learn so much about yourself by being alone. And, you know, by spending time alone, I mean. Even if you're married, coupled, you know, living under the same roof. Having that alone time is very important to really connecting with your higher self. Even if you're not in meditation. Just being, you know, having a sense of your own company and enjoying your own company. And that can help you in every area of life, including your relationships, because then you don't fear being alone. What crosses you is represented by the Five of Pentacles. I always call this the poverty consciousness card. And this, but even like with you know, the romantic side of life, I feel like this could be that fear-based thinking when it comes to relationships. Like, oh my God, what if this relationship doesn't work out? And if you see these people, let me see if this will focus in on them. They both are down and out. I mean, they look like they don't have much money, and this person's on crutches. But neither one of them is looking at the stained glass window behind them. So it's symbolic of neglecting the spiritual side of life because somebody's so wrapped up in their own problems. And really, when you think about it, that's the time when you should be turning to God or, you know, just your spiritual path. And getting away from the sensual aspects that are you're really, that's a part of who you are. And that's not to say there's anything wrong with that. But there's the material and there's the spiritual. And when you're hurting, you know, just think about somebody who drowns their sorrows. So sometimes with the Five of Cups, that can even be like somebody with a drinking problem. And they're drinking because they are grief-stricken. And so they're reaching for the bottle or whatever their substance of choice, instead of, I was going to say reaching for the Bible, but it sounds so cheesy. Reaching for the Bible instead of the bottle. But I mean, reaching for something spiritual rather than, you know, using food or intoxication as an escape, you know, or another relationship. So yeah, so realizing that is an important way to, if you have any fears, like you may have a fear of success. If the Sun card is so positive, Taurus, that you may be waiting for the other shoe to drop, even if something good has happened to you. The advice is Two of Pentacles. One thing I could say about this is don't put your eggs into one basket. You might want to, if you have had a history, you know, maybe with your employment where you have had periods of unemployment and that spooked you and you don't want that to happen again, maybe it's time to find another, like a side job, or create your own business on the side so that you always have something to fall back on. And so then you're never like too dependent on one particular job to pay all your bills. This can also be a situation if you have like a romantic relationship. You may want to make sure that you don't just like, and this is like a new love that has come into your life. This may be an overwhelming feeling because the Sun card is so positive and all pervasive that you may be tempted to just kind of neglect other areas of life. And this is about kind of balance in your life. Although the Two of Pentacles can be quite a hectic energy. So it may be that you're just very busy, which makes perfect sense given the fact of the timing of April for you, because it's like coming out of a cocoon, you know, when the sun is in the 12th house and then it goes into your sign. Actually, the Hermit card is kind of like that sun in the 12th house, where you've been the hermit. Maybe you've been very, very much, whether you know it or not, kind of hibernating in a sense, and being more serious than you normally are because the influence of the 12th house, and now you're just kind of like, you know, raring to go, and you have a lot on your plate, but it's kind of fun. And then speaking of fun, we have the Outcome card, which is a beautiful card, the Three of Cups, and this is a card of celebration. So this is about socializing. This is a 3 universal year that we're having, and that connects with, you know, creativity and pleasure. The Empress card, which connects with you, Taurus, is a number 3 in the major arcana. So it's that feeling of being with friends and celebrating the good. Maybe you have some great news that you want to share with everybody about some kind of great career matter, or meeting a new person who you think is your soulmate. Maybe you are like a widow or widower, and you've had a long streak of not being in a relationship, and you thought you would never find love, and you have, or divorced for a long period of time, and maybe you didn't want that divorce, and so you were down and out for a while, and now you've come back and you are ready to celebrate. Okay, well, it's good to end on such a positive note, Taurus. If you'd like a personal reading, for instance, since it's your birthday time, a natal chart interpretation, or any other type of reading, please check me out below. And I wish you all the best in April. Take care. Bye.